For today's tip, we're going to talk about locating bears when you're spot and stock hunting. Locating bears can be tricky depending on where you're at, but a few helpful tips that help me locating bears. Is number one, look for those north faces. Lots of timber, lots of cover, but yet pocket parks. Those big old bears, they like to den in the high country, 7,000, 8,000 feet. The tops of the basins, the tops of the drainages, and the cliffs even, but on those north faces. Bears love cover, and especially those big ones. They don't like to come out into the open unless they have to. And look for pocket parks. And by pocket parks, I'm meaning small openings where their feed's growing. A lot of times, especially in Montana, in the thick, nasty timber, there's no vegetation growing in the timber. So the bears have to come to those parks to get, this nice green grass. That's where they have to come to get the feed. So at one point or another during the day or the several days that a bear's laying in the timber, he's gonna have to come out to those pocket parks or on the edges to get that grass. So secondly, I like to look for the greenest green of those pocket parks. Deep, dark, rich green, and usually it's on the north side of a park where the sun really doesn't hit, so it gets a lot of moisture and it gets maybe some scattered sun from the trees. And a lot of times when I'm out looking for bears, I keep my eyes on, which parks or which areas look the greenest, and sure enough, bears show up to those locations. So just a couple tips next time you're out spot and stock bear hunting, whether in Wyoming or Idaho or Montana, and you choose to hunt spot and stock style. Remember that. Get on a good vantage point. The more country you can see, the better. Look at north faces. And lastly, make sure that you keep an eye, a special eye, on the greenest green. So those pocket parks that have the richest, deepest dark green, if you keep your eye on them, a lot of times those bears will come to them. So hopefully those tips will help you next time you're out spot and stock bear hunting.